Okay, what up everybody? Good morning. I do apologize for the chat being in slow mode today. Um, we... I'm getting a replacement today, but the tripod broke yesterday, so unfortunately, chat will have to be slowed down. The stream will begin in full swing very shortly. I'm just quickly, doing my stuff. Okay, tweeting as well. Okay, good. What's up, Zeno? Okay, looks like we're good to go. You know, my Wild Hearts videos are getting noticed too. Very happy with that. Gonna take the slow, steady route to becoming extra great. Alright, we're ready to begin. What am I doing today, Dylan? Who knows? Wait and see. I never have a plan. I just go by ear. Though admittedly, first and foremost, we get rid this. Time to change some stuff around. What is it? There it is. Okay, let's go test stuff. I am at present just generating a few things. Survey chain blade build. I mean, yeah, if you want more part breaks, you can use sharpen +6. Like, the thing is, right, I'm not against people using sharpen +6. Use it if you want the part breaks. Like, it's absolutely fine. Just remember that you'll be reducing core damage as well. So sometimes, like, if you're not really like killing them too fast to get all the part breaks, then you don't need the full sharpen +3. You can, if assuming that you're getting all your part breaks and then still killing them, if there's a delay between your kill time and getting all the part breaks, right, you can replace one of the sharpen with like berserker or whatever, and you'll still get a lot of benefit out of it. Because don't forget, raw damage also increases part damage. So that's just something that people have to be aware of. But other than that, like, as long as you're, you know, getting what you need, you're okay. So feel free to do your thing. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna quickly build up first. Come on. Attack me, you stupid cat. Come on, attack me. Do it better. The telegraphed attacks are so slow sometimes. Okay, one more time. Okay. That should be it. Still working just as intended, but it always requires you to let them attack first. Working on my Dodge Master Hammer. Since a lot of folks have been asking me, when will you make a Dodge Master Hammer? I'm like, okay, right here, right now. Da, 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 da. The only thing about the Dodge Master style is that, like, against certain creatures which are, funnily enough, a bit more cautious to attack, like, they've got fast attacks, but they're like cautious to attack you. Like, this thing goes so slow. Because ideally, assuming these creatures attack you fast enough, you should be able to rack up your dodges really fast. But some creatures take their time attacking you. You gotta dodge 5 attacks first, as always. This is the standard. Once you do on your 5th dodge, that's when you can give them a real whacking. Okay, after your 5th dodge, power up. 1 hit. 2 hits. 3rd will finish it. 3. Done. Now again, strike me down if you dare. Or just do that. One, 2, charge up, 3. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Nice and easy, right? Okay. Hockey's Fury. For those of you that like to win by dodging, this is the way. Berserker is just raw damage, dude. So, have you watched my video on how damage works in Dauntless? Because if you haven't, that is a must watch. Once you watch that video, you'll understand a lot basically about how things are intended to work. And once you know that, you're basically in a great position to understand why my builds are done up the way they are. That is usually the most important thing. So do watch that video if you haven't. It's an old video. for some reason doesn't have a lot of views. I guess people aren't really interested in the mechanics for most people, but it's highly useful if you actually watch that video, because it basically teaches you why my builds are created and done in the particular way that they are. Like, there's a reason we generate these builds to do the things that they do in the way that they do. You see, the idea is to ensure that you always have the most raw damage, because when you damage like sharpen and all that kind of stuff is useless, except if you're hunting parts desperately, you see, because part damage is just a factor of raw damage. So if you have something that increases raw damage, you would increase part damage too. I hope that makes sense. So because of that, a lot of people don't realize that sharpen is actually usually not a good sell for people hoping for damage. It's just used by those that want a bit of a bonus part break, you know? Like, if they want to part break as soon as possible, that's when they use it. Also, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Keep doing it. Keep liking the stream if you are showing up, because that will help us out tremendously. The more you like the stream, the better. Now, what is this? Okay, let's roll. That blue ember, man. Alright, now come at me for real. Hit me. Hit me, you doges. Come on, double doge. Whoever can hit me best wins. Come at me, dogs. Okay, there's one. Oops. Got hit by the one in the back. One more, one more. One more, come on. One more. Good boy. Okay, now. Time to finish this. Boom, and remain down. Just you left. Come on, Storm Boy. Hit me. If you're just gonna go in rage, you know, you're not gonna actually win. Come at me. That's it, good boy. 1, 2. Oh, you hit me on that one. That's okay, I can revive. Now, come on. Again. That's it, good boy. 2 more hits. Come at me. Come at me, buddy. Come at me. Oops, dodged a little too early. My bad. If you don't hit me, I'll hit you. That's it, good boy. One more. Alright. That's hit number 1. Guys, ready? Hit number 2. Number 3. Done. And somehow I got Chains of Cool completed. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know how, but okay. Also, guys, come on. We can see more likes on the stream, can't we? Depends. I might play some Wild Hearts tomorrow. I haven't thought about it yet. I swap between 2. But yeah, actually, the next thing about Wild Hearts is I need to get the tutorial for the hand cannon out. Steven Santos, thank you for subscribing. Welcome, DeAndre. I shift between the games. The more support I see for one, the more I go to that one. And the Dauntless community has been good lately, so I'm here to talk and, you know, chill out with them. That, and also show off the Dodge Master build. Because people keep asking me about the Dodge Master hammer and when it's coming. I'm like, okay, fine, it's here. Now then, you're trying to play, Kirito? Then go play. Why you at my stream, bro? But welcome, everybody. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Unless you hate me, then don't like the stream. But if you like me, then like the stream, nerds. It'd be tremendously helpful if you did. Boom. Boom. One more boom. Brack's dead. Wild Hearts, my favorite weapon. To be fair, I love, like, out of all of them, I love the Karakuri staff. But I don't have a lot of time on it because I think I'm gonna, like, I started out as a bowmaster and I still love the bow. But the hand cannon's also been really good. I actually started playing it out of pure spite because I saw some people doing exploits with it. And the one thing I hate in video games is exploits. Because I think it's really stupid to exploit any PvE game. I think that that is extremely dumb shit. So when I saw that kind of stuff, I was like, you know what? Screw you. I hate you. I'm going to learn how to... I'm going to master the hand cannon and become the hand cannon master. So I switched over to hand cannon. Now I'm going to probably finish the game with the hand cannon, and then I'm going to slowly work on every single weapon and do up hunting videos on every single weapon with every single kimono. That is my current idea. But I'm going to take it slow and steady. I'm not in any rush to do stuff. Like, I've been enjoying myself playing the game and learning the game and stuff like that. So, yeah. But if I had to say what is my favorite, hands down Karakuri staff. It's so cool. There is no other game that does stuff like that. Well, Mr. Waffles, if you tried a Tempest build and you were doing no damage, you are playing it incorrectly. I hate exploits in games, DeAndre. 110%. Like, if it's a single player game, they can exploit as much as they want. Nobody cares. Any game that has a, shall we say, like a multiplayer element, I would say, even if it's a PvE multiplayer element, I do not like exploits. Same standard that I have for Dark Tide as well, where I'm a partner. I dislike any kind of exploits. I feel that it is extremely stupid to exploit a game. Like, what's the point of... I mean, video games, you're supposed to play because you find it challenging, and when you actually learn kimono patterns and you can dodge almost every attack perfectly, it feels good, you know? But then, if you take the easy way out and you're just exploiting it, then you just... whatever, then there's no challenge for you. Then you're just gonna get bored and move on to the next game. Like, to me, I think that that's silly. But hey, to each their own. If you really want to exploit, as long as you don't interact with me, I'm fine. But one thing which I hated was somebody like coming up and saying, you know, oh my god, like this thing does this thing does that. I'm like, I know that this thing does this and that, but screw you, because I'm not doing that exploit bullshit. I ain't down with that, you know. But I guess that's my own personal style of justice. Oh, 2 hits and it's dead. Well, that's sad. I expected so much more from you. If you're using a Tempest build, right, first and foremost, you gotta understand, are you using a proper Asian robot build, Mr. Waffles? Because if you're not using an Asian robot build, it will always fail. Any build that is not on this channel is most likely fake. And I'll tell you why. Because people steal my content ideas, change a few things, and think, and they will try and get you to play their builds because they want you to stop paying attention to me, the original creator of every build. This is why most people who fail will not be using my builds. Now, if you are using my build and failing, then I'll tell you that you're probably using it incorrectly. A Tempest build, assuming that you're using the Dodge Master series, because there are different builds, FYI, different builds. The non-Dodge Master series, okay, is focused upon using Tempest for attack speed, not for movement speed. So the Tempest dodge damage is just extra, okay? That's something very important to realize, because a lot of people don't realize that there's a difference between the two. The Dodge Master series, if you see Dodge Master in the name, the difference is that the Dodge Master series focuses on using Tempest only as damage. So you're not using it for the attack speed. It's two completely different playstyles, which a lot of people don't know the distinction between. You see, the Dodge Master series, you'll notice I'm not attacking at all. if you're using a Dodge Master build, the idea is not to attack. The idea is to let the Kemono, the behemoth, attack. And when you do it that way, you build up 5 stacks, okay? You slowly build up 5 stacks, regardless of what the behemoth's attack patterns are. You build up your 5 stacks, you take your time, all right? Once you build your 5 stacks, you use all your power-ups, and then you start going ham. Like this, you will literally be able to 1 or 2 shot some behemoths, and in some situations, of course, when you're lower level, it'll take you about 4, 5, 6 shots, but doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what you're supposed to be doing, what you're intent on doing with this particular type of build is that you're supposed to build up your dodges, okay? Strike when necessary only, okay? Get all your bonuses together. Then once all your bonuses are stacked up, including your lantern as well, you dish out massive damage in a single shot. Plus, you often have to wait for your UE, because for most of these builds, you use the Koshai as well to get an extra 50%, and that's how you play it. I haven't beat Wall Hearts yet. I'm kind of slow like that because I like to have all the armor, all the weapons. So I'm taking my time with it, but I'm probably going to beat it eventually. Probably maybe next week. Depends on how much playtime I get, because I've also got Atomic Hearts, Hogwarts Legacy. So I'll do what I can, but I'm probably not going to beat it just yet. Animation canceling in action games. That's not a gray area at all. Animation canceling is 100% allowed. The reason why animation canceling is not considered an exploit is because animation cancels are, as proven in several video games, a vital part of that game. For example, Mookie Mocha, I know you know Darktide, so the Void Strike staff still has an animation cancel that hasn't been fixed till today. Why? Because it actually isn't overpowered. Basically, an exploit is something that would give you an advantage to trivialize any challenges, whereas an animation cancel may be something that is more like a quality of life thing. It may not trivialize a challenge, and if it's not trivializing the challenge, then I see no reason for it to be considered exploitative in that sense, because an animation cancel is different from an exploit. The idea of an exploit is to completely trivialize something that would be challenging. So in the past, there were exploits like, for example, the Prussian Roulette for 100% crits. You could ideally have like super crits on the Thunderhammer, which basically allowed people to completely devastate T5 content, high intensity, with like minimal consequences, because they could easily just go in, smoke whatever was there, and then bada bing bada boom, it was over, you know? That is an example of exploitative content, where the idea is that, you know, you are gaining an advantage that you shouldn't have. Like that, to me, that's an exploit. If you are simply canceling and it doesn't give you a visible advantage that would, you know, be so significant that it would trivialize every challenge, then I would say that is not an exploit. This is actually a debate that I held and asked for people's opinions, because a lot of people saying, oh, the Void Strike animation cancel looks like an exploit, but actually a lot of the community came up with the same explanation that I did. They realized that it was not trivializing anything. So I hope that clarifies my stance on things. Personally, I don't worry too much about whether or not people do this or that in single player games, but if you're using an exploit to gain an advantage in a multiplayer game, even if it's PvE, I will usually be against that, because hey, you're impacting upon somebody else's experience, because they're not getting the full experience, because you're basically smoking everything. You get what I mean? That's kind of my idea, I guess. Okay, I just need a moment. A little more power. Oh, good. Bang. Beautiful. Now just you and me. Come at me, bro. Oh, damn, I was too slow to collect it. I've got a good 24 seconds. Come at me. Oh, this guy's spoiling me here. Good boy. Now we're talking. There we go. So if you're playing Dodge Master series, right, one of the most important things, guys, is always remember with the Dodge Master series, you must have all your movement speed bonuses active, and the part on the behemoth that you're hitting must not be broken. If you hit a part that is broken, Tempest does next to no damage, because if you read the Tempest description very clearly, it states that it deals damage to parts that are unbroken. Alright? So it is very important that you do not break their parts before using Tempest. If you use Tempest on a broken part, you'll deal 0 damage because you won't get any bonuses. Alright, this is something that is very, very important that a lot of people do not recognize and also do not understand very clearly. It is one of the most important concepts. Please hit me, Chronivore. Come on. Come on, a little bit more. Ever since they made this weird ass change, it's been so annoying. Yes, thank you. Okay, we've got 4. I think that should be enough. Oh, there's the 5. Okay, perfect. Now, ooh, 56k crit. Beautiful. 48k right there. And dead. That's how you do it. And this is only a level 16 hammer. If it was level 20, it'd do even more damage. Well, this is how the Dodge Master series functions. Very boring way to play, but a lot of people like it as well. That's why I keep getting asked about it. They're like, hey, can you do it? I'm like, yeah, okay, slowly. I don't know who this Roma Dragon is. I'm so sorry to anyone that adds me. I cannot accept friend invites because otherwise I get spammed a lot. Wow, there's so many people here. I'm sorry, guys. I only add people who are my channel members. If you guys want to add me, please become a channel member of Honored tier or higher, and you will be able to add me, okay? But otherwise, I often get spammed, so I try to avoid adding too many people or getting added by too many people, so I do sincerely apologize for that. Okay, we're gonna carry on with this. Oh my god, YouTube gave me an ad on my own stream. Go away, YouTube. Nerd. I like to do my ads manually. Sometimes YouTube's just weird. Okay, I just need the Intrepid die now. How many challenges do I have? Interrupt Skarn 5 times. 150 gatherable regions. No, thank you. 5 Terra escalations. I don't feel like doing that with this build. Maybe with the next one. Actually, you know what? Okay. Let's go make something for a Terra escalation. Because why not? Why not? Yep, this will do. Also do. Here we'll take the... Do we even need this? Let me think for a second. I don't think we do. I legit do not think we do. Let's go with the baseline instead. Shit. Aight. And down here, go with something like that. Then up here, I'll just use this. This. And then last but not least, we'll have this. So effectively, it should work. Should effectively work. Should. Maybe, maybe not. Ah, fuck it, let's test it. No sense thinking about it, right? Thinking is for nerds. Let's give it a quick taste. In the Terra Escalation. Okay, let's carry on. Hello, Zer. What happened to the gameplay? What are you talking about? And if it's been a long time, how long has it been? Hello. Okay, here we go.
Good luck down there, Captain. Another behemoth bites the dust. You're fine work, Captain.
People are probably going to be happy with the revamped version of this. Yeah, I bought the wireless version of the Alpha X. It's good. It's very good. I genuinely enjoy these a lot. I'm level 19, so these fights should be pretty quick. Like, just so you know, like a lot of people, like, I know it's a bit obscured by my tip jar thing, but I'm level 19, so these fights will be going by very fast. Because at level 19 plus all your escalation bonuses, again, this is how a lot of people try to lie to people on their content. They like to show like, hey, you know, you're kind of doing bullshit. They like to pretend that their stuff does a lot of damage, but actually they'll be literally on the escalations at level 20, and they'll try their best to, like, you know, pretend that they're actually like fighting for their lives. But this is why level disclosure when you do this kind of stuff is really important. So for me, I'm doing this at level 19, where I clearly have a massive advantage against the behemoths. I'm doing this purely for leveling, not for any other purpose, but this is basically how some folks will try and lie to you. Because they want to be seen as strong, powerful. Dang. Is Terra Escalation the most easy? Oh yeah, if the stream freezes, the problem is usually on your end, so make sure that you refresh it. Terra Escalation is not the most easy. Like, that's a myth that's spread by a lot of people. The thing is, right, as long as you've got an easy build from me, as long as you're running an easy build, you can start with any escalation. The escalation you start with is, in general, the escalation which has the weapons you want. So for example, let's say you want to get a Torgadoro weapon for an endgame build. You would go to that escalation first. You wouldn't necessarily like start with a Terra escalation because it would serve no purpose for you, see? So it just depends on what build you're creating first, and that is the escalation that you will go and do. Unfortunately, a lot of people still perpetuate the myths that, oh, this escalation's the easiest, that escalation's the easiest. Like, I tell all good slayers, don't even worry about that kind of stuff because it's irrelevant to you. The only thing you need to ask yourself is, what am I creating next? If I'm creating something that, you know, is based on Blaze escalation and I'm sitting around in Terra for no reason, I would be doing myself a disservice because I wouldn't be fighting the right thing, you know, I wouldn't even be getting the parts that I need. So don't worry about which escalation's easy. As long as you've got an easy build from me to start your farming, you'll be okay. You can go for any escalation in the game and just start with that. It's that simple, you know. It doesn't require any effort. Yeah, that's exactly right, Dreamer. It's all about builds. Everything in this game is build, build, build. Most monster hunting games are like that. It's always about the build first. And as long as you got the right build, you'll literally be okay with anything. What is my favorite least favorite behemoth? Oh, Sporestruck Embermane. I think that's pretty much universal, just because he's got very annoying attack frames. I haven't met anybody that likes that guy, just because his attack frames are weird. There we go. Favorite behemoth? None. They're all just XP. Boring XP to me. I played this game so long that I no longer enjoy it. I actually derive no enjoyment from Dauntless. I literally just play it for the people, to answer questions, talk to fans. That's it. I absolutely hate this game. And yeah, I literally just play it for the fans and for the money. That's it. Not that I'm paid by Dauntless, I'm paid by the fans themselves, but yeah, that's literally all I do this for. I do not enjoy this game in any way, shape, or form. This game, as I've literally said it in several other streams, in several other, while playing several other games, This game literally only has a player base because it's free. So people with, you know, who can't afford the other games, they can afford to play this. That, and it has cross-platform. Like, this game had so much potential initially when it first came out, but the devs just didn't care. The devs did nothing with a great game, thinking they'd never have competition. And then now, like, there's so much competition on the market. However, they also lucked out in the sense that the competition is, like, because this game's been out for years, the one thing that they have right now is optimization. So this game is fairly optimized compared to other games out there, which means that even people with without like super intense specs can play it. But like with Wild Hearts, just as an example, like you can't play Wild Hearts without a beast of a machine, and even then you cannot maintain full 60 FPS. It's terrifying. It's terrifying how bad the optimization is. Like, of course, several other games have the same issue. Hogwarts Legacy, Dark Tide, all these games all have the same issues of optimization. But if not for that, like if the game like Wild Hearts, for example, had dropped fully optimized, even with the $80 price tag, people would have snapped it up. But unfortunately, it received, much like Dark Tide, a lot of negative reviews as soon as it dropped. Again, because no optimization at all. Oh, my favorite is Chain Blades. Hands down. But I haven't played my Chain Blades in a long time because I've just got a lot of other stuff to work on. So, yeah, I haven't touched Chain Blades in a very long time. As some people might say, a Dragon Age. Also, guys, come on. Why am I not seeing more likes on the stream? You guys can do it, right? Hit the like button. I mean, Monster Hunter World has always been a huge competitor to Dauntless, but don't forget, Dauntless is free. Monster Hunter World isn't. And the other thing about Dauntless itself is that Dauntless is more fun than Monster Hunter in the sense that you don't spend a lot of time on hunts. This is something I've also mentioned on Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts is better than Monster Hunter in the sense that every hunt is about 5 to 10 minutes. You do not spend long times on hunts, which is very important. It is superbly important to not spend a long time on hunts, because if you do spend a long time on hunts, it gets very boring, you know? I think, didn't Multiversus already like get axed? I'm pretty sure. Oh, is it Rumbleverse? I can't remember, but one of those two got axed already. I think it was Rumbleverse. Multiversus might still be around. I'm not sure. Like a lot of games, like Dauntless, honestly could have been one of the greatest games of the century if the devs cared and they weren't morons. But they made many bad decisions. Number one, Phoenix Labs chose to expand its operations. Like they have like over 300 employees. They put none of that on Dauntless. They started working on 10 other games, even though Dauntless is their only actual game that has been released. They chose to support a racist, i.e. Captain Maelstrom. Their partners all buy views. Odo, Mr. Trails all buy views on their channels, and you can actually check that. So they made a lot of bad decisions by not supporting the correct people, and by also choosing not to work on their actual release game. Dauntless had so much potential. There were a lot of people constantly throwing ideas. Back before we found out about the racism and the other games that they were creating, right? We were giving ideas almost every stream. I used to discuss builds openly, ideas openly. Then they hit me with all that stuff, and I was like, nah, you know what, forget it. No point anymore. Yeah. No, definitely. The Monster Hunter series did hurt them because Monster Hunter before Wild Hearts was their main competitor. I'll tell you, if Wild Hearts actually bothered to optimize their crap, like, and they got their shit together, Wild Hearts would be the next big competitor, even though it's got an outrageous price tag. Like I said, Wild Hearts is not to be underestimated. That game has a lot of things right that Monster Hunter does not have right. It has very fresh and unique gameplay, especially with the Karakuri. Have I been working on any builds? What do you think I'm doing now? Let me ask you, Mr. Zur, what do you think this is? What do you think this is that I'm working on? Yes, it's actually true. Right now, Dark Tide, right, actually experienced an uptick in player base, which I've been super happy about after their most recent patch, because they're trying. They're actually trying their hardest to get their stuff together and like try to make it so that people can enjoy the game. People can actually play it and enjoy it. but it will never recover to the first 100,000 that they got. That's how many people pre-ordered the game and got immediately disappointed because their launch was so bad. Imagine 100,000 people playing Dark Tide. Do you know how much I was making off of the content during that first initial month when there were like thousands of people playing? Like I would post a video and it would get like 12,000 views in like 20. It was like the viewership was insane. Within like 2-3 days, it was having like 12,000 views. But then all of that crumbled because Dark Tide went on, like the devs went on leave straight after. That was just a short 1 month period, but that completely collapsed everything. You know, I still love the studio and I've got a lot of love for them, but if they want to recover, they have a lot of work to do. And it's no secret that they're on crunch time now, because that is what will happen to you if you do not focus up. So kind of the same thing here. Dauntless had a really good thing going and then they fucked up, and then and now the game is basically like being kept alive on life support, where they're just using it as a bit of a crash grab while they work on their other games. Phoenix Labs is supposed to release a new game for their Nintendo Switch exclusive. I think it was February or March. It was just one of these two times, and nobody's even heard about it. It's a Stardew Valley ripoff. Will Dauntless bounce back? No. There's only one way. Zach, listen. I'm gonna be perfectly honest when I say this. There's only one way that Dauntless will bounce back. Hire me, 6K salary per month, and I will implement every single idea that I have. If they do so, because I've got all the old ideas stored up. If they do so and they actually put devs on this game, I could turn this game around in 6 months, and I'll make it the most profitable experience. But I would never do that for free. Oh, and of course they'd have to fire every single partner that they have, because if they want that deal from me, yeah, I have to be the sole partner and the sole decider. If not, they can go fly a kite. So good for them. I know they'll never do that, but that's my price. If they ever want to turn it around, that's my price. Like I said, I know they won't do it. I know they won't do it, but I don't really give a shit whether they do or do not. For me, this game is a paycheck, nothing more. I play it for the fans. I play it for the people who have supported me relentlessly this past year. And, you know, it's always the community that's been raising me up. So that's the only reason I'm still playing, still making my build, still doing my thing. You know, but there's a lot of other games on the market. There's a lot of other stuff that I can do. And, you know, when it comes to this kind of thing, my vids build up over time. I'm very relaxed about that. So, because like, unlike the other creators, I do not buy my views. If my vids, like, let's take a look at my Wild Hearts Amaterasu video. I released it 4 days ago. It actually only got 100 views on the first day, but now it's at like 500 views, and people are still continuing to consume and watch the content. So I can foresee a lot of good stuff coming, and I'm just slowly building up everything that I've got. Hey, Almazoroy. What's up, man? Good to be your favorite YouTuber. That is true, Moki Mocha, but it's also like, for me, I think that PvP is also tougher, because unless you're Grandmaster ranked, it's very difficult to get any viewership. That's why Odo, he bought all his Overwatch. He like tried to switch his channel to Overwatch. He bought views, but his subscribers haven't increased. His subscribers are still at 117k, which they've been at since last year. You can actually check these things on Social Blade to see how many subscribers he had, how many subscribers he's gone up. If he was getting millions of views on his Overwatch content, the Overwatch community is huge. He should have gone up at least 10k subscribers, but he didn't. And I'll tell you why. It's because they fake everything. And PvP games are tough like that. You cannot break into that market. It's very difficult to break into the PvP market, because the PvP market requires you to be Grandmaster, or you have to be the top #1. Whereas in PvE games, it's kind of the opposite. PvE games, what people look for most is guides and tutorials that will help them, which is why it's the opposite situation. The Trials people don't have as much viewership as I do. They fail a lot in terms of getting their content out, because nobody cares about being top #1 in a PvE game. It's silly, you see. There is no need to be top #1 in a game where you're facing against the AI, because the AI just has a set pattern. Once you figure out the pattern, you know, there's nothing it can do. This is just normal Frost. So yeah, for most games, I would say that the PvP scene, you better be #1 if you wanna get any viewership at all. And also, chances are likely that you should be partnered with them. Like, for example, most of the people that get good viewership on Overwatch are Blizzard partners. For PvE games, whether you're a partner or not doesn't matter, but rather it's about whether or not you can produce guides that interest people and whether or not your guides can actually, you know, gather the support of the public and whether or not you enjoy it. Because look, I always ask people this one question. If I'm making $1,000 per month with my kind of viewership, and you can go look at the views I get on my videos, I'm making $1,000 a month, okay? Then a lot of these other people who buy their views have 12, 13, 14, 15K views on their videos. They would be making literally 10 times my income. 10,000 a month is a pretty huge salary, so why aren't they streaming that particular game where they've got such high viewership? They would be streaming that game every single day and also collecting a lot of donations. They would be making more than $10,000 a month. So why aren't they doing that? Because I'm already making money with my shitty viewership. So are these people not fake? Because I'm pretty sure they're all faking it, you know? And that's the sad thing. I do not like fake people. Hello, Edith. How are you doing? I'm sorry I'm slow reading chat today, guys. But I'm trying to keep up as best I can. And yeah, you're absolutely right, Mookie. You have to be like a professional MLG player. But of course, if you are for a PvP game, you make a lot of money. That is true. For me, like, people say I'm very money-faced, and to an extent, it is true, but I'm just business-focused. It's not like for me, the reason why I'm so money-focused is because everything that I do is a business. I do this to feed my family. I don't do this for fun. It's not a hobby for me, you see? But that's also why I don't fake and buy my viewers, because what's the point? It's not going to make me money. I need to make money. If I'm going to do this as a day job, I need to be making money. Oh, my day's always going well. I am never going badly. But then again, that's because I got a lot of good people here in my chat right now supporting me. And of course, you folks are the only reason I'm even doing any of this. Like, I'm bored out of my mind playing right now. But for the people whom I love very much, this is what I do. There's no such thing as a best build, my dude. Every build that I post is all a different playstyle. That's why I never say, oh, this build is the best. This build is, you know... Sometimes I'll put best in the title, but honestly, that's just a bit of, like... That's just a bit of stunting on the title. Like, it's not actually intended to say, like, this is the absolute best. You get what I mean? For me, there is no best, because every build is a different playstyle. So when you have a different playstyle for each opportunity, right? You can choose what suits you. Like, for example, people who like the Dodge Master, they don't want to put in a lot of effort to, like, fight the big behemoth. What they want is just like, okay, I'm just gonna relax and, you know, fight slowly and win that way. I'm like, fine, you want to play that style, go ahead, you know, that's what the Dodge Master's for. I don't have a build for each escalation because you can use any of my builds in any escalation. So first start with the easy build, then you can go farm your endgame build, then you can use your endgame build anywhere. So there's no such thing as you need a specific build for this escalation. Okay, that is a lie that is told to you by the freaking morons and idiots on the official Discord and the Reddit, all of which is false information. You can use any build in any escalation. In fact, here, let me do a little exercise for you right now. Okay, I'm going to, now of course I'm going to hide the build because we're going to maintain a secret. All right, but I'm going to show you a little something. Okay. I'm going to use a shock build on the shock escalation. Okay. And you'll be able to see me use the shock stuff because I'll have Malcurions on it. I'm going to use the shock build on a shock escalation because I think it'll be hilariously funny. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do right here, right now. We're going to do exactly that. I'm going to show you just how silly this whole thing is. Because unfortunately, that's what people do. They believe that, you know, if they do things in a particular certain way, hold on, this will just take a moment to put together. Da, 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 da. Okay, and I'll just need this little one here. Bada bing, bada boom. And then here we'll use this other lovely little one. We'll just do it like that. Okay. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into a shock escalation. You can, like I said, you can use any build anywhere, and you'll see me use Valkyrions here, okay? I'm just gonna finish up the Gauntlet today, as well as the Hammer, so I will be focusing on those two. I will not be doing the Chain Blades today, so I do apologize for that. Well, Jordan, if you check out my other streams, and I highly suggest, like, listen, guys, if you want to support me as an entertaining creator, come and watch my other streams. I promise you, you'll love it. I play Wild Hearts, I play Darktide, Atomic Hearts is coming soon. So make sure you hit the bell notification and select all. I stream every single night. I stream every single night. I stream every single morning that I can, that I actually can. Some mornings I don't stream, but every morning and night I stream, usually. So tune in, and you'll see all the other games that I play. Because Dauntless is a boring piece of shit, but you can come and check out Wild Hearts, which is amazing. You can come and check out my Atomic Heart stream coming tonight. You can come and check out my Darktide streams. So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all tune in and watch. I want to see you guys watching my streams, because the more I see you guys watching my streams, the more fun we have. You know, let's talk about it. Let's enjoy chatting on all these streams and having fun. That's what I want to see from the community, because I don't just want you guys here for Dauntless. I know you guys are more than that. And I know you know that I'm more than that too. So let's enjoy. Now, like I said, this one is a shock build on a shock escalation. It's a much older build, but it works pretty good. And you'll just see me like wiping out whatever, because it's just that easy. Like, as long, and keep liking the stream, guys, if you could. As long as you have the right equipment. Yeah, make sure you check my community post, because tonight I'll definitely be playing Atomic Hearts. And I stated that in the community post. So if you guys are ever confused about what's going on, check my community post segment, because you'll see me post about what I'm doing on that day. Usually, like, I'm trying to get back to doing that more often, because I've been slacking on that recently, but now, yes, I'm gonna be doing that. So yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is coming, Diablo 4 is coming. There's a lot that's on the way, you know, so don't underestimate. We got all that good stuff coming for you guys. Basically, no matter what escalation you do, it's always easy to use any element in any escalation. Like, you legit don't even have to panic. I'm using the wrong lantern though. This is supposed to be a Koshai lantern. Whoops. But ah well, it's okay. I'm glad you're here for the vibes. I'm using the Scarns instead, but whatever. I just threw this together just to show you guys an example anyway. It's not even a proper build. I'm glad you guys are here for the vibes. I hope more of you guys will tune in for my evening streams as well. I'd love to see more faces, especially if you like Guts and Glory. Darktide is it. Look forward to some of my cool ass murdering. Oh man, why did that not trigger? There we go. Finally. Was waiting for that to beat down. Any build, well, this isn't even a proper build, but any properly made build will dish out plenty of damage. And don't forget, I'm level 20 with the strikers now, so I'm overpowered for an escalation. I've got all my escalation bonuses, and I'm level 20. Like I said, this is how a lot of people make their builds look good. But actually, it's just because I have full escalation bonuses, and I'm level 20. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, you come when you can. But I would love to see more familiar faces on some of my other streams. I stream every day. So, the only time that I don't stream is Saturday and Sunday. Saturday evenings, I'm on Twitch playing Overwatch with my friends. That is our Overwatch game night. I don't do it on YouTube because there's usually drops on Twitch, which I really want. So for Overwatch, I do it on Twitch. You can catch us there every Saturday night. But for most evenings, Monday to Friday, I'll be here. If you're at work and can't tune in, that's also okay. Oh, whoops. Lol, I forgot that I wasn't using Tempest for a second, and I was like, wait a minute. Why did I not get a charge after that dodge? And I realized I was using Discipline. Lol. Oh my lord, my brain. Oh no. Like I said, this build is wrong though. Because actually, right, if you're playing this particular style, you're supposed to use the Koshai's lantern. Using the Skarn's lantern will actually get you killed, but oh well. I'm already here. So, no choice. Gonna have to live with it. Like some pitiful kind of beetle, I'm gonna have to suck up some of these though. I mean, like I said, level 20 strikers, full escalation bonuses, you get a crit, you will hit hard. So hitting 13k is pretty easy. It's all doable. Again, it's just escalation bonuses, having the right cells and stuff like that. See, over there, I definitely didn't hit 13k. Right circumstances, right attacks. You have all that, you'll hit hard. Like what I'm about to get. I just got the discipline bonus as well. And now I'm getting all the extra bonuses. You can use a shock build and shock escalation, no problem. It's that easy. So don't ever worry about elements. The only time you need to worry about elemental advantages is in Dauntless Trials and Heroic Escalations. These two. Not at all, Mr. Waffles. You can switch anytime you like, man. I mean, it's one way of keeping yourself from getting bored. So feel free to swap around as much as you like. There's no like law or rule that says, oh, you guys need to do absolutely this and only this right now. I'm just like, do whatever the hell you want, man. You know, it's a game. It's free and easy. Okay, I'm gonna run a 1 minute ad break because it's the first hour of stream. I usually do them every hour just for the money mostly. So please bear with me and thank you guys for supporting. Okay, not everybody will get ads. Some people will, some people won't, but thank you to those who do. I appreciate the support. Okay, I'm gonna go reforge these bad boys. Have I finished all the bounties? Yes, I have. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna swap onto it because I'm like so lazy to level the hammer. Now what I'm actually gonna do, I'm just gonna use bounties to level the hammer up. This is how lazy I am. Okay. Swapping. Oops, sorry. I turned on the screen a little early. Yay, my 25th reforge on the strikers. So boring. Primitive. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back now. Let's go bum around the low levels for shits and giggles. I think I got one challenge like for that. Revelation Rock. Where the heck is that? Fortune's Folly, Revelation Rock. Oh my god, Revelation Rock is so basic. Fortune's Folly is here. Ah, fuck it, I'm not going there. Let's go straight to Ulrich's Peak and beat up stuff. Of course, Bez. I mean, I told you guys, my builds are the best for a reason. You know, you can choose to use them or not use them, but at the end of the day, they always outperform. I've been trying to tell people for years. I'm glad at least some people are starting to believe me now. No problem, Theo. You go have a good rest. Thank you for stopping in. Always appreciate your presence. It can be done, but I think you have to do it on the heroic Charog. I can do it. It's actually quite simple. You just need to have no, because you also need to, don't forget, the one thing you need to do is also break the kills, which a lot of people forget about. So it is possible to do, but what you'll need to do is you'll need to get Blade Storm and Sharpen both onto your character and then slowly fight it with the actual element. Like, you have to fight it with its own element. That's kind of the key thing. So as long as you're doing that, you're okay. But yeah, it can be a pain in the butt to do it. Like I said, it's doable, but it's best done with repeaters. It can be done. I'm just lazy to do challenges like that, but, well, I guess I could show y'all. Thank you for subscribing, 21C stat. Appreciate that. Yeah, you'll need both Blade Storm. I think, I can't remember. You'll need the Ember mains for sure. Blade Storm, Tempest, and you basically want no damage in the build, so that all the damage is just part damage. If you do something like that, it should be possible to do it. And of course, you will probably want Catalyst as well, just to get close to max attack speed so that you don't spend like your whole life doing it. Marksman chamber, yes, marksman chamber also, just to make sure that it's fast. But yeah, if you do that, if you do all that, it's actually pretty possible. I'll try and do it for you guys and show you. Does the Chark have to be enraged? I can't remember. It's just break all the parts, right, before killing it. It doesn't have to be enraged or anything, right? Sorry, could anybody confirm that for me? Because I haven't actually looked at the challenge. I'll probably do it one of these other days. Okay, so Bez, the thing is, never follow trials. The reason why is because the trials people just use whatever happens to be effective for that particular behemoth. Like, for example, the trial this week is Pangar. The Pangar happens to be very weak against the repeaters because you can specifically target and focus the legs, which is why they use the repeaters. Never ever follow trials for anything, because the trials people, what they do is that they exploit and abuse the AI so that they have the perfect advantage. That's why if you follow the trials as your way of saying, oh, you know, this is probably the best sprint stuff. So never ever use trials as a reference. Trials is bullshit. Okay? If you ever reference trials, I will personally reach through this computer and slap you in the face. Never use trials as a reference. Don't forget, trials are specially modified behemoths in an arena, all right, which allows you to exploit certain AI behaviors. All right, that's why the trials do things in a particular way. You should never ever in your entire life use that as a reference. Most of the top trials people do actually post their builds. You can check them out if you want to, Bez, but you will learn nothing about the game from that. You don't have to believe me on this information. I suggest you try it for yourself, see for yourself, and see with your own two eyes. Never ever believe anything that anyone has to say. See first, and if you realize that I'm telling the truth, you can choose to follow me and, you know, follow what I have to say after that. But see for yourself, okay, and understand why I say the things I do, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, trials is bullcrap. So never ever use it as a reference. If you use it as a reference, your journey will always be tough, and you will always be, you know, going the wrong way and just experiencing a very poor Dauntless journey, as opposed to just going in the game and just enjoying slaying things without even paying attention. Up to you, man. But yes, this goes for anybody. See for yourself. Check for yourself. You know, nobody has to believe anything that I say. Go see with your own two eyes, because if you do so, not only will you understand where I'm coming from, it's also easier for you to like, I guess, learn it for yourself and understand why certain things work the way they do, certain things don't work the way they do. Challenge is just break all? Okay. And I'll go have a look at the challenge again after this. See if I've got time. If my repeaters are around the right level, I can definitely do it. Well, Killian, I'm glad you do. Once you have everything power surged, you'll see the full power of the build come out, and it will completely destroy everything. I mean, that's what I always base my builds around. I base my builds around the fact that I want you guys to be able to, you know, slay things with ease. That's why my builds are designed to 100% work. They will never let you down. And mostly, also, this is the other reason that I tend to be slower at creating content. It's because I fully test everything. Like, even this build that I'm gonna release for you guys, I will fully test it first before ever touching it, before ever like releasing it or whatnot. And if something is not fully tested, I do not release it. No matter how many times, no matter how repetitive things is, I'm never lazy with my work, because if I release something to you guys and it doesn't work, then that's my responsibility, because I've done the wrong thing for my people. Yeah. Okay. Break all parts before it dies, yeah? Sporestruck Charrock. Let me just go see what is the highest level Sporestruck Charrock that exists. I think the highest level one is on the Blazeworks. Okay, doable. I would need to be level 20 and I'll definitely need to use potions. Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. Annoying, but doable. Off the map I go! But I can still power up in midair. No, the reason why you want to fight the highest one is because it will have the most hit points. So I don't know if my repeaters are level 20, but if they are, it should be fairly easy to do. There will be means and ways. Oh dear. Oh, yeah, that's why you will probably want Tempest on it as well. Because Tempest will help you target the specific part. But the 4 gill sacks are just above the legs. So it's where, you know, when it's venting the thingamabob, the poison fumes, that's where the sacks are. It can be a little bit tough to target, but it's can't be done. Last time I tried it, right, I thought it was just break every part. Yeah, that means the normal parts, but then I realized that you have to break the sacks as well. So you literally have to go full part damage, which is unfortunately super annoying. Okay, let me clear this island event and then I will go see if I have repeaters that can do it. I don't know what level my repeaters are. Basically, as long as your shots are doing yellow damage, you know, it's an unbroken part, so you can just use that as a measure as well. Okay, let's do this. Hyperspeed, beat 'em up adventure. I can't believe I actually missed that dodge. You know, nowadays when I play this game, if I ever miss a dodge, I'm so disappointed in myself because compared to, say, Wild Hearts, right, the dodge frames here are so generous that if I ever genuinely miss a dodge frame, I would take it pretty harshly. Okay, next creature. Next creature. There's no such thing as which one is stronger, Kissin. You can use either. There is no weapon that is stronger than another weapon in Dauntless. It all depends on your build. So all you gotta do is follow an Asian robot build and use whichever weapon you like. There is no such thing as this weapon is stronger than another. If you're a sword master, you will beat any striker player that is not a striker master. If you're a striker master, you'll beat any sword player that's not a sword master, plain and simple. So it depends on what weapon you like to play and how well you know that weapon. Because, for example, swords have parries. If you know how to use the parry very well, the sword can do insane damage. But by that same token, strikers have insane combo potential. So if you know all the striker combos and you know how to chain them well, while dodging in between attacks, you'll probably do very well with the strikers. So this is why I tell people, please don't ever be fooled by like, oh, this weapon is good, there's a weapon tier list, this is the list, this is blah, 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 blah. It's all literally just a bunch of freaking nonsense that people do because they think that they know the game. Don't fall for that. The only thing you need to do in this game is understand what weapon do I enjoy using and what weapon am I good at using. If you're good with the weapon that you enjoy, you will always outperform anybody that is bad with their weapon but following a dumbass tier list. So never ever, you know, ask which weapon is stronger or which weapon is this or that. It doesn't happen in Dauntless. I can guarantee this. Pick up any weapon, put on a real Asian robot build, and you'll realize that every weapon is pretty much equally strong. The only thing that matters is your skill with the weapon. So if you're not skilled with the weapon, that'll be the major difference. Because if you're not using a build correctly, then no matter how many builds you have or how good that build is, you won't be able to do anything. But if you're using a weapon that suits you, and you enjoy how it's played, and you know, like if the weapon feels as easy as breathing to you, then you will do very well. Like for me, I'm not very good with the strikers. I'm actually quite bad with the strikers compared to other weapons. But with a good build, I'm still able to do well. It's just that if I were to choose between the two, I would probably pick the chain blades, you know? I would probably pick the chain blades as my true main. Because I know that if I was on the chain blades, this fight would have been over a couple of seconds ago. A couple of minutes ago, sorry, I should say. Because for me, the chain blades is as easy as breathing. But this may not be the case for other people. Other people may like other weapons. So always remember, it is up to you to choose and decide which weapon is right for you. Nobody else can make that decision for you. And there's no such thing as this weapon is clearly stronger than any other weapon. Because a pike master, right, would do his best on the pike, but he would probably not be as good on the chain blades. This has been proven many times because I've got a friend, Shroot. He is somebody that can get top 10 in trials. He's very, very good. But he's a pike master. So if he were to use chain blades, for example, he would not be as efficient as if he was on the pike, because he literally knows the pike inside out. For him, the pike is his like easiest weapon to use, because for him, it's like breathing. Same as that for me. Chain blades. That's my breathing weapon. Aether strikers, I mess up a lot. Like if I was on the chain blade, that interrupt would have been guaranteed because I would have just used my dash attack. With strikers, sometimes I find that the combos are a bit more clunky. Axe, chain blades, you can just do whatever you want, man. It's yeah, it just depends on your taste, dude. So, my personal recommendation is if you can use the axe, you should finish the axe to 10 reforges because the axe gives a power bonus as its reforge bonus, and that can really help you get all your weapons leveled up, which is really, really strong. Striker is also actually a good weapon. Okay, let me have a look-see now. What level are my repeaters? Oh, hey, they're level 20. Okay, this is doable. This will take a moment. Can't believe I actually have to use this, but I do. When you talk about the DFK axe build, it's pretty good. Okay. Let me see again. Do I have anything that is actually useful in this regard? Be something around here that's actually used for this crap. Doesn't matter. We'll use this instead. Yeah. This should work. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I mean that's what a lot of people use it for. Okay, we'll go into private hunts until we can it might still die horribly, but we'll try and find a level 24 Sporestruck. If we can find one, it'll be all good. Hey, Rider Heel. Yep, we have to get the dang thing to spawn. If it does, then we'll be able to do this easy peasy. Not today, Daniel, maybe the next time, because today I'm working on other stuff. So, I will not be doing the chain blades today. I have a lot of other stuff to do. Nope, no Sporestruck, so we do it again. Basically, you just gotta keep going in private hunts until you find it. Once you find a Sporestruck that's a high enough level, we should be able to do it. Should be in the keyword. Hey, Jumblum. Been a long time since I seen you. How you doing? Don't you worry, my dude, you'll be fine. Did we get a Sporestruck? No, we didn't. Again. No, we get the awesome opportunity to do this until we eventually get what we want. I will get what I want, what I deserve. Falling and we're losing control, holding us, dragging us down this dead-end road. Your magic, white rabbit, your white rose, straight jacket. Your magic, white rabbit has left its writing on the wall. We follow like Alice and just keep diving down the hall. And just keep diving down the hall. Okay. Attempt number 3. Will we get it? What's the max level of reforges possible? You can get as many as you want. There's no limit. Ah, I see. I'm hoping your baby's in good health, my friend. Nope, still none. Again. The mission level 1 is too weak. We want see, the reason why we want, like, if we can get a level 24 one, it would have the highest possible hit points, so it reduces its chances of dying while we're busy breaking all its parts off. Because our main goal here, okay, plain and simple, is to snap all the parts off it without killing it. So it'll take a while. Yeah, no worries, Dreamer. Let's see if we can even get the stupid Sporestruck to spawn. Sometimes your luck of the draw is kind of like that. You just don't have. Nope. It might take me a while to generate one because I have to just keep going until one actually spawns. So, yeah. Missions don't adjust to player levels as far as I know. missions are always at a specific level. So, unfortunately, it would be of no use. Did they rework the axe? No, Jumblum. They never rework anything. Tis Dauntless, pal. You know they never rework anything. Aha! We got one! Okay, it's level 24. Alright, let's go see. We have to break every part off of it. Okay. Well, I mean, the Chain Blade's rework was a year ago, so... Whew. There, you see these are the gill sacks. So if you hit those... Okay, I got the horn. I'll break all the obvious parts first. I think we got one of the gill hides. I'm just having to be very, very cautious of what I'm actually hitting, because I don't want to accidentally kill it. Okay, now all that should be left is the gill hides. So now that everything's broken, I should be able to get the gill hides if I just keep dodging. The problem is I don't know exactly where they're located. Oh, it seems like it's close to the face somewhere. Okay, there's another gill hide. It's a bit hard to hit it, right? So yeah. Even if you see it, hitting it. Oh, it's here. Okay. There's one, and then there's this one more left. Ah, okay, I know the spot already. Now that I know the spot, it's easy enough. Got it. That should be all 4 gill hides. Okay, let's test. Anything? Okay, Tempest is not showing me anything, so... Yep, no more. Because there's no more unbroken parts. Okay, we did everything. Now we kill. Now we kill la kill. Oh no, I'm dead. As if it matters. Now let's make this go faster. I'm lazy. Potions! Oh no, 50% danger. Ah, it's dead. Yep, and I got the 200 Pathfinder coins. Challenge now completed. Alright. That's how you do it. Dismantled Sporestruck challenge completed. Now, I'm sure you guys want the build, so I'll go through and don't worry, I'll post this video after as well. Let's head back to Ramsgate and I'll show you how it is done. Alright. The build is very simple. No, it's easy to replicate, dude. It's easy to replicate. Just build the build that I'm about to give you. It's not difficult, I promise you. All you got, because like the head, the legs, and all is easy to do, right? Then you just dodge and you use your Tempest to break the gills. That's it. Once the gills are broken, you just kill it. So I guarantee you can replicate it. It's genuinely not difficult. Okay, so I'm gonna remove my cam and my overlay so you guys can see it. All right. The volcanic eruptions is the Torgadoro repeaters. Blade Storm Cell, Evasive Fury. You want Evasive Fury for more attack speed. Tempest here, okay. Koshai's Bloom, Molten Cell. Molten Cell for more attack speed. Thunderdeep's Capacitor for sharpened, and you put a Recycle Cell for raw damage so that you can actually kill this thing eventually. Shell of the Swarm, Recycle Cell. Hellplate Bracers, Sharpened Cell. And Thrax's Guile for Cunning. It's just an extra. Like, if you don't want this, you can throw something else in, but I just threw Cunning in for extra kill potential. Alright, in terms of your mods and specials, you want your Marksman Chamber, Captain's Grip, and Precision Sights mod. This will help you tremendously. Okay, please use that. And then, of course, the Bond is the Ember Shots. Alright, for the extra part damage, you know? And what this will give you is 6 Blade Storm and 6 Sharpen. This is the key to the build because this is all part damage. So it'll help you deal the extra part damage you need to break everything on it. Cunning is just for extra kill potential. Same with Recycle. This is to help you actually kill the behemoth once you're done. Evasive Fury is for the extra attack speed, like I mentioned. Molten is the same thing. Alright, you build this build, you'll be able to break all the parts on the Sporestruck Shellrock with ease. Alright, and that's all it takes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Keep supporting, guys. And this was filmed in front of a live studio audience. Thank you guys for watching me do this. Get you on the next one, okay? Oh, and don't forget to get a membership, donate, and support with super chats if you want to see me make more content. Okay? Arigato ne. Okay, that's done. Hang on, let me go back and chat because I missed a couple of things. Yeah, Sabingu, you're right. They did rework the chain blades, but the last rework was patch 1.83. And yes, you can go back to your old axe build, Jumblum. You'll be perfectly fine. Tyler asks, what would you say is the strongest build I've made? Probably the absolutely broken Chainblade build. That one is still a fan favorite, and a lot of people love using it just because of how insane it is. But I don't like to say like this is the strongest build or that is the strongest build, because the fact of the matter is that there's a lot of stuff in this game that is strong. There's a lot of stuff that is not strong. You know, Ripley, can you add me in game right now? I'll help you get Recycle straight away. I'll just pull you into my guild, dude. You've donated like over $100. The least I can do is get you the Recycle cell right now. So could you add me in game if you don't mind, Ripley? Just add me in game. I'll pull you into my guild, and you can just collect the coins and just go to this after you get in the guild, right? All you have to do is just go to Hunt Pass Rewards Research Lab. No, I'm not joking. I mean, my top supporters and donators, you support me, I'll support you. Just click on this claim guild rewards and you should be able to get enough Recycle cells. So just add me in game and tell me what your game name is. I'll do it now. If I got time anyway. I never joke about this stuff. I mean, you literally helped me get Hogwarts Legacy, and Diablo 4, so I'm really not gonna complain. I can at least help you in this game. Least I could do. Oh, and if you want access to the Discord as well, I don't mind giving you Discord access. Could you just, like, comment your Discord on any one of my YouTube videos? I'll just, add you and pull you in. My closest people always receive entry. So yeah, I'll just wait here until you're ready. And then somebody wanted to see chain blades, right? I can do chain blades, I guess. I finished this challenge so fast that I can do chain blades. Let me just... Actually, while I wait for Ripley, I'll just prep a chain blade build. What level are my chain blades? I don't even remember. Oh, they're level 16. What kind of chain blade build do you want to see? My dream game would be an MMORPG that is good for both solo. Like, I want raids to have matchmaking so that if I happen to only have 2 or 3 friends, I can still do raids with them. I want an MMORPG with, like, raids that have matchmaking, dungeons that have matchmaking, and basically I can have my own guild, but I can also choose to play with whoever, like randos or pugs if I want to. Yeah, take your time, Ripley. So, what kind of chain blade build do you guys want to see? I remember Daniel asked if I could play chain blades, but yeah. What kind of chain blade build do you want to see, bro? Okay. Well, I'll try and add you, but if you can, you also add Real Asian Robot Ripley, just in case. I tried adding you. I tried sending you a friend request. Let me know if that went through. You want to see a really fast one. A really fast chain blade build. Okie day. 可以，一定可以做的。这个，Let's go. Then okie dokie. Let me invite you to my guild. Yeah, don't forget to comment your Discord on any of my videos, Ripley, and I'll also add you in if you want Discord entry. Like, that one I leave up to you. If you want entry into our family Discord, I will give it to you. Okay, there you go. I have sent you a guild invite, and you should be able to enter the guild and claim the guild rewards, which will allow you to go ahead and, you know, grab the rewards from the guild. That's how it is, Tyler. Most people gone now. Even the guild stuff didn't bring a lot of players back, and I understand why. Like, it genuinely was not something that people enjoyed, but whatever. I'm a Kilimanjaro type of man, you know? Let me know if it all went okay, Ripley. These beans, what's up? What's up with you? What's up with you, bro? You enjoying these beans? Oh, you don't speak to Priyani. You go to the research lab. So I'll show you after this, Ripley. You go to the menus, okay? I'll show you in a second. Go to the menus, and then from the menus, you go to the research lab. Alright. Oh, look at my character flopping down. Okay. So if you're looking at my screen, I mean when you eventually see me do this, you go to quests, bounties, hunt pass and rewards. There's something called Research Lab there. It's grayed out because I can't do it in Escalation. But you click on Research Lab, and then from the Research Lab, you click Claim Guild Rewards, and you should be able to get the coins. So that should help you get the cells, the recycled cells that you need. And you're good to go. Alright, those who said they want to see the fast chain blades, this is it. What this build is designed to do, for those of you that don't know, this was the original style of playing Tempest with the hyper fast attacks. And by consistently using the Skull Forge, you could effectively have insane attacks like that and just basically kill anything. Hey Elite, what's up? I see that you are an Elite Persuader. Welcome. So let me know if that helped you out, Ripley. After you click claim the guild rewards, right, you can use the coins that you see. If you still don't get it, we can go through it after this. It says 0 available. You should have been able to claim them already. So that's an odd one. Strange, because basically the second that somebody comes in to the guild, right, check up top and see how many of the coins that you have. Because if you don't have the coins, that's a little wild. Have you already unlocked the Gauntlet and everything? Because it worked like this last season. Like, basically people could just come into the guild and claim them, even if they hadn't done the levels themselves. And we in our guild have already done up to a certain number of levels, so people should be able to claim those rewards. Just check that you haven't already received the coins, because if you've already received the coins, you might be able to purchase the recycle cells immediately. But if you haven't, that's also okay. One of these other days, I'll just have to run you through the Gauntlet. The first 20 levels are actually enough. Oh, okay. Alright. On another day that I'm playing, right, if you happen to be online, I'll mostly be playing Dauntless in the mornings, but if you happen to be online, I'll just help you beat the first 20 levels. Should be easy enough. Because assuming you have a guild, right, once you beat the first 20 levels, you should be able to claim that stuff. Sag. Alright. It's not difficult to solo the Gauntlet, but it's a pain in the ass. It's not difficult, it's just a pain in the butt to do it. That's all. I love this because you can spin forever.
Another behemoth bites the dust. You're fine work, Captain. Now get ready for that Aether burst.
Oh yeah. Basically all you really need is Berserker, Predator, the usual standard cells. Like I can teach you all that. It's easy. The Berserker Predator cells are basically all you need, and overpower. then put on Catalyst, and basically all you gotta do is just attack. Like, in a duo, right, your partner will usually also take care of stuff, so all you really gotta do is just jam yourself full of defensive, like, offensive cells. And if you need a bit of defense, you can bring that along as well. But the most basic would just be, like, you can build a build that has, like, toughness, and then have, like, a Koshai Lantern in case you get in trouble and need healing. But most of your other stuff will just be, like, standard Berserker, Predator, Crit, bit of Overpower. And that's about it. Like, usually the experienced partners will bring along the full-on flawless stuff. I mean, that's the way that I carried some other people through it. Just bring the easy build. That'll be perfectly... Oh, the Agros endgame is also fine. The Agros endgame would actually be probably better for you. I'm assuming you mean the one where you have the Skull Forge. Because if you talk about that one, then yes, you have basically unlimited staggers, so you can just stagger lock the behemoth easily. You just need to make sure that your stuff is about level 20. The best way to get a lot of tonics to make Catalyst effective, farm lots of rams and just buy the tonics. But nobody really like does that unless they've been playing the game for years. That's why all my builds don't really use Catalyst. Like, if you want to use Catalyst, you'd usually be a very experienced player that has already reached the end of the game. Hello Cultures, what's up? So most people using Catalyst have already achieved everything, because like if you bought everything from the trial store, you have a lot of steel marks left over, right? You can spam the steel marks to buy tonics, and like you just get hundreds and hundreds of tonics. So that's how people have like 900 tonics. Then you just spam Catalyst, because it'll just make things fast. Like right now I'm using this build without Catalyst, but I could throw in Catalyst right now if I wanted to, and it would just be hilarious. Oops, sorry, threw myself off the map. It would just be hilarious because I could quite literally just throw Catalyst on this and go even faster than I'm already going. So yeah, all you gotta do is just really buy it from the Lady Luck store. Even if I take damage on this build, it really doesn't even matter. La 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 la. Fair enough. How can you forget your password? That's sad. Da, 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 da. Fair enough. It's probably because I haven't run it with you, but we can just run a duo. We can just run a duo and it'll be easy enough. Alma Zeroy, please do not try and recruit anyone on my channel. It's considered very rude when a streamer is streaming and you ask for, hey, anyone want to do this with me? Don't do that. It's actually against stream rules, so please do not do that, okay? It is against the stream rules. If you need to look for people to play with, my stream is not the place to do that. You can go to other locations to do that. Do not ever try and ask for that kind of thing on my stream. It is considered very disrespectful to the streamer. Okay? You should never use a streamer's channel to recruit people. Thank you. I appreciate you apologizing for that. I'm going to remove your message now. All right? And I hope you won't do that again. Hello, Nareep. So yeah, that is how to play the chain blades. Plain and simple. Let me just invite you to a party. What level are your chain blades? I might be able to clear the first few levels with you for a bit. Why I can't you in my server? What? I am not sure what your question is. Of course, NXT. That's what we do. We build the best. Yeah, bring something that's level 20. That, well, I mean, if you've got a chainblade build, you can just bring along your level 13 chainblades. It's not gonna... It, like, won't make a serious impact, so don't worry about it. 'Tis not a big deal. Like I said, we're just going for fast kills, so it actually doesn't matter what you use. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, this one I'll just swap over to that, and this one to that. This one to this. This. It will only take me a moment, so don't you worry. Chop, chop, chop. 13 is actually fine for the first few levels. Last but not least, we'll just need... Yep, that'll do. Okay. Ah, you see me. Okay, nice. How can you play with me? You have to be a honored or prestige member. I only play with my top supporters and donors. So, that's the way it is. Yep. Nah, any weapon can be the best as long as you have an Asian robot build, dude. That's the key thing, Mr. Daniel. As long as you have an Asian robot build, you will always be okay. Okay, take your potions. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There we go. Okay. On to the next one. You only get one every 5 levels. That's true. But I'm trying to see if I can, because now he's in my guild, right? Assuming he covers the guild levels that we've already done, assuming that he does so, he might be able to get the coins that he needs from the guild rewards, because that's how it worked last time. I don't know if it will, but otherwise, like, I'll have to take him all the way up to level 40, because he'll get coins every 5 levels. But I got some spare time, and it doesn't take too long. Like, the early levels in the game are pretty quick, so not like it matters. Like, I'm not planning on doing it all today. I'll probably just like do 5 levels or so. Depends on how far I go. Because yeah, you only get 1 coin every 5 levels. That is correct. That's not incorrect. This thing got so confused. I love the Ember main and how confused it gets. Here we are. I don't know why, but I swear sometimes the Ember main just gets confused and it doesn't know what it's doing. Much better. Zap. Oh, it's a Pangar. Nice. Yeah, no. I'm just here for like pushing through. 'Cause eventually, if I do get him up to level 15, he can at least afford 20, he can at least afford 1 recycle cell, even if he doesn't get the guild rewards. But I'm pretty sure, like, because my guild has actually conquered several levels already, so he should have been able to get the guild rewards. It's really weird that he didn't, but whatever. Guess we do it manual. It's not like I got anything better to do. Any more? Oh, one more. Let's go. Oh, it's a nice little shroud. Getting a wound on these poor fellas is so good. Okay, done. Ah, fair enough. Okay, on to the next one. Well, if you can claim it after a couple of days, that's good though. But in the meantime, I'll help him out. Somebody just tried to... Hang on one second. Somebody just legit tried to reset my password. Lol. No. Lol. People getting despo and trying to hack me now. That's sad. That is saddening, my dude. Saddening indeed. It said milestone reach. No, I'm not sure, because we cannot skip to the end. Like, I cannot physically pull you into like whatever the current thingy is. I can only bring you to the levels that you haven't done yet. Huh? Dude, I've already like cleared up to level 100 in a duo, dude. Why would you worry about what he's doing? I am literally the guy that carries people for heroic escalations, of course in exchange for a price. So it doesn't really matter what my teammate's doing. He can just relax and play. Like, why would you even worry about that? That is super rude, Snow. I would like you to not make statements like that, because that's kind of uncool, dude. The job of a professional slayer like myself is to help and assist people. And of course, this guy has been one of my top donors, so for me, I don't care what he does. He can just relax if he wants to. In fact, if he chooses not to fight the entire time, he has the right to do that, and I'll just solo clear it. It's like legit Gauntlet. No, like these are some of the easiest behemoths in the game. I could do this with my eyes closed. I'm barely even like fighting properly. I only chose this build because it has Malkurion, which allows me to get to every fight faster. I'm actually perfectly capable of doing this completely solo. Hence why I offered to help him. So my question to you is, why are you being super rude, Snow? Ooh. And I get a wound. You should be sorry. Next time you talk shit about any of my friends, you know, it doesn't matter what their skill level is. Some people are just new in the game. So if they're new and they don't know everything, it doesn't matter. For me, those that help me, I help them. So like I said, I don't care what their skill level is. I'll still play with them, and I'll still assist them with whatever content they need. Because these are the people supporting me. Like I said, for me, this is effortless. It doesn't require anything. Like, I can literally do this in my sleep. These things are no challenge at all. I can even parry these things without thinking. The muscle memory that I've trained in this game is so good, I can literally like hit a parry instantaneously without thinking. I love it. And slam. Oh, I even ran out of potions and forgot. I should probably take some more next round, so this goes by faster. La 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 la. Okay, potion up and teleport. Hello, Sporestruck Charog, you are adorable. Allow me to destroy you. Now let me get a nice wound so everything goes faster. Oh yeah. Give me that attack speed, baby. Woo. I see. Well, in that case, you know, try to word your statements a little better, Snow. But yeah, he won't have a problem because I'll just kill the, like, even the heroic bosses are not going to be a threat, dude. Like, they literally don't do much. All you need to do is just have one player, like, even when I'm playing with Shroot, who's as much of a pro as me, like, he can, like, solo stun the Urska, so basically just one player has to be good. Like, technically, right, you could have 3 players that don't know what they're doing and still do the Gauntlet well, as long as you have one player that's very good. Because the Gauntlet itself doesn't scale. Everything is already, like, scaled to max. So what happens in the Gauntlet is that because everything is already scaled to max, right, every additional player makes it faster, not slower. So the slowest you'll ever play the Gauntlet is if you're solo. But if you're not solo and you go through with one experienced player, the Gauntlet will be fairly fast. It doesn't even matter what creatures they send at you. Because like I said, the only thing that matters is having one experienced player to stun the behemoth down and make sure that, or the experienced player should not only stun, but if they use the pike or the chain blades, they should also get wounds. This improves everybody's attack speed. So basically the ideal composition outside in, like, for the first 20 levels is one repeater, one pike or chain blade. That way you've got max attack speed and you can just, like, completely rip through your opponents easily. It's also possible to do it without this, but it's a bit slower. I think you just keep taking your potions in between. Because the time limit, you will just keep getting part breaks anyway, assuming that you've got somebody experienced to assist you. So, like I said, the Gauntlet's not difficult. It's just tedious. And because it's tedious, people get bored doing it. And this isn't... Like I said, you don't even need concentration to play this. Even the heroic bosses will die very easily. They just... Like, the only one that has a high stun threshold is Urska. The rest, actually, you can stun lock them. In fact, Torquedoro has a very low stun threshold, which we discovered the other day, so... It's quite fun to actually smack down Torquedoro, because he just dies. The Urska is probably the one that'll be toughest. But I can smoke him easily. Gets even better once you get the... Like, past the first 20 levels. When you have the Weapon Master modifier, it's so good. You can literally just insta-kill everything. Okay, that's done. Replied to a quick comment. Alright. I still have... I think we might be able to do about 2 more levels. I still have, like, I still have like 20 minutes on stream. Yeah, roughly 20 minutes. Hello, Carlos. Okay, on to the next. I remember the first time they ran this, right? The last season when they had the Gauntlet, it was like the most predictable Gauntlet because like every level almost had a theme. So everybody could just like stack elemental advantages. It's hilarious. All right. Ooh, look. Ice Snasher. Oh, whoops, should have parried that. Look at him being feisty. Give me your wounds. Good boy. I'm still getting these like random. Still getting these random challenges done. And finished. Okay, next. Any tips for escalation? Make sure you have an Asian robot build. If you did not build my easy build and you're struggling with escalations, well, that's the reason why. If you don't have an Asian robot build and you didn't start the game with an easy build, then you should not be touching escalations. Finish your full Asian robot easy build, and then after that you can start doing escalations with ease. That is my tip for you. Because a lot of players, they go, oh, I need this stuff for endgame builds, and then they don't ever do their basic stuff, and then they struggle. Okay, don't be like one of those players. Get yourself, watch the beginner guide, get yourself an easy build, and, you know, once you've fully mastered all that stuff, you'll be okay, I promise you. No problem, Carlos. It's what I do. I like to make sure people get the good stuff, man. That is what I'm here for. Look at that 16k. Look at that stagger lock. I love it. Beautiful. The only thing I don't understand is how is this thing taking even more stagger damage? So I've like knocked it down a bajillion times. Okay, teleport. Whee! Too easy. Actually, you know what? I should try and wound it. Aha! Got the wound. Oh, no movement for you. No! Yeah, well, I guess I still hit it. But I hate it when it hits only the rocks. Oof. Your damage is insufficient. Let me quickly take even more potions. Come here, Scardy boy. Any build for axe, if you're new in the game, start with my easy axe build, dude. Every build that you'll ever need is already on my channel because Dauntless has had no new content since patch 1.80. So, if you are looking for axe builds, go look up my easy axe build, and basically after that, you'll be okay. Any build after patch 1.80, and all my build videos will have the patch number in there. Any build from after patch 1.80 still works, okay? So, yeah, start there. Make sure you also watch the beginner guide. If you haven't watched the beginner guide, you're gonna struggle a lot. If you watch the beginner guide, you'll also understand like how we do certain things, so, and why and where to start your game. From listen, if you're new to the game, you shouldn't have Malkurion weaponry. Don't even think about Malkurion until you finish the easy axe build. So if you haven't finished the easy build first, make sure you do that first. Don't think about Malkurion or the other stuff. Oh, you're telling the other guy about the TP. Yeah, sorry. In that case, you're right. Celestino's correct. The teleport is from Malkurion's legendary weapon. But yes, please do not worry about legendary stuff until you guys have finished your easy builds. Once you finish your easy builds, I promise you can do anything in the game. Because the easy builds will help you farm escalations, which means that you can actually go and do the harder content in the game, start getting your end game builds done, stuff like that. Because the easy builds also help you finish the normal trials, which is very, very important. If you don't do the normal trials every week, you will struggle a lot because you need the normal trials to help you excuse me, one second, to help you clear the to help you get the specials and the mods that you need for all of the endgame builds. So a lot of them, like for example the sword uses Avenging Overdrive, Discipline, all of this comes from the normal trial, and you need to do the normal trial every week. So make sure that you get your easy build done so you can do all that. That way you don't waste time, because you can only do the trials once per, like you can only get the reward from the trials once per week, and then you are stuck spending your other times waiting. So if you delay how quickly you start doing trials, the normal trials, a lot of builds will also be delayed because you will spend weeks just waiting and doing nothing, which is unfortunately the way Dauntless is designed. They did that so that players would keep playing, but I still think it's a very bad design choice. But that is how the devs made it, so nothing we can do about that. Have to accept it. There's only one Ardent Cyclone build, dude, because any other build would be inefficient. That's why I did not make another Spin to Win build, because there's no point. You only ever need one Spin to Win build, because that Spin to Win build is basically the most efficient version. I mean, you can build others, but they'll be less efficient, so that's why Spin to Win only has one version at any one point in time. That's from patch 1.84. And even the new cells don't affect Spin to Win, because the Spin to Win itself is designed around, is not designed to focus on one part. You just hit whatever is nearest, like you will hit multiple parts actually if you're spinning correctly. So yeah, that's why the Spin to Win build has not changed. And there's no such thing as another Spin to Win build. You can test it for yourself. After you build another one, you will just see that mine is more efficient, and mine will do the higher damage. because that one was already built with like maximum efficiency in mind. Okay. There we go, finally knocked it down. So annoying. I hate the Frostwolf sometimes. This thing's attack pattern is ass. But thankfully not as bad as the Sporestruck. Sporestruck is the worst. This one's okay. I still wonder, why does it not ever boop? That silly thing. Anyway, at least he's halfway done. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I thought he was going for a charge there. Full slam. Now he's almost done. There we go. The most annoying of them all. And he's dead. Which weapon to choose? Any. As long as you're using an Asian robot build, you can use any weapon in the game. The most important thing is just enjoy yourself. And of course, use an Asian robot build. If you're using an Asian robot build, you'll have no problem. If you choose not to use an Asian robot build, you'll have a problem. Ripley, are you good for one more? If you're Gucci for one more, then I will go smash one more, and then we can call it a day there. If you're good, my bro. Yeah, it is time consuming, but that's how the Gauntlet is, you know? It's always designed. It's designed in a way to consume your time. Spin to win works for Gauntlet? No. No. If you want to do the Gauntlet, I have a Gauntlet build posted, but basically for the Gauntlet, you want to play Flawless. If you want to do it in a reasonable amount of time, you should actually get 3 friends and play a Flawless build, because that will help you stun lock every single creature. And that is actually the best way to play the Gauntlet. Spin to win is okay. Well, if you don't like any weapon, then Trim, I can't help you. Why don't you actually start by watching my beginner guide? Did you follow my beginner guide? Because if you didn't follow my beginner guide, then that's the problem, man. If you want to play Dauntless properly, you got to start by following my beginner guide, watch my beginner guide video, and then after that start with my easy build. You're doing like low damage because you didn't understand how to properly start the build. Yeah, it's okay. Slow and steady. It's tough to do this game. It's tough to play this game properly, Trim, if you do not follow the right pathway. Because Dauntless is designed to be tougher at the start. But once you get to later levels and you know what you're doing, it's super easy. There it is. Oh, Riftstalker, easy. Also, in the first 20 levels, right, the Gauntlet is actually tougher because you don't have your 100% extra bonus. practice is the key. In later levels, right, you will have 100% bonus, which with the correct flawless build, right, will basically cause you to stagger lock every single behemoth in the game. So that's how like you see me and Shu doing some awesome stuff, but the first 20 levels seem harder. As long as you know generally what you're doing, you know, it's not hard to do this well. Gauntlet is not difficult. Now for this one, right, you want to stand together because the experienced player will usually just knock it down like that. So whoever's the pro on your team, gather around them. Past level 20, right, when you have a specific mastery skill, the gauntlet becomes so easy because you can just stagger lock everything infinitely. This will carry on until about, I think, level 140 should be. But yeah, the first 20 levels are roughly the hardest. After that, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. No, it's a phalanx. Okay. Easy. And I'm also not level 20. If you want to do the gauntlet, make sure you're level 20. I should have been level 20 before coming in, but I can help. I can help Ripley, so it's fairly easy. Okay, next one is, oh, it's the Savate. This thing is pretty poor. This thing is fairly poor stagger, so it's possible to knock it down fairly easily. But I'm gonna have to use a lot of discipline to do that, because his part breaks are easy enough. But to stagger lock a Savate properly is very difficult. Yeah, my discipline didn't hit him. Whack. Okay, he's done. Shadow Touch Koshai. Grab my potions. Let's stick together. Good. That was actually a very nice interrupt. And we just go through. I swear I've forgotten some of the interrupt frames for these things. No, he moved. Well. I'll just go ham. Another smackdown. Doing this does a lot of damage, but it actually doesn't do any stagger. This is so this technically that I'm doing right is only because I know I can stack damage right now because I knew it was gonna do that particular attack. Otherwise, it's better to use your normal attacks because that will actually add stagger. Whack. He is done for. Gotta take my potions again. And the last but not least, Thunder Deep Grasp. Let's go. I don't know why, but for some weird reason, it keeps avoiding, like, it's not actually dishing out the hits that I want it to. Just have to be a bit cautious. Oh hey, level 18 chain blades, sick. Oh, it's dead already? Damn. That's just sad. Thanks for subscribing. Mr. Random Humming Bean. Okay. We'll finish off the rest next time. There's plenty of time in the season anyway. But that was a fun little exercise. Okay. Alright, for now, ladies and gents, I am going to vamoosh and go eat lunch. And then hopefully after that, I can go pick up my tripod. So that tonight, I will be able to read chat better and I can take off slow mode. For now, thank you guys so much for joining me for stream. You guys have been a wonderful, crazy audience. And I will see your beautiful faces this evening for Atomic Hearts. Alright, I hope you guys will enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much. I'll post the video later. After I eat. I'll post a video where I show how to break all the parts of the Sporestruck Charog. Hey, don't even worry about it, Ripley. I literally have nothing else to do. So, I may as well help you out. Like, I don't have anything else to do, legit. So, yeah. I will catch you all later. Y'all stay happy. And I'll see you this evening for Atomic Hearts. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you want the Discord access, don't forget, just leave a comment somewhere with your Discord, and I'll add you. Okay. Thank you, Ripley. Thank you to my wonderful